I have to welcome Triple Trouble Bluey. And already, I have to say, like for you, obviously Triple Trouble, a few troubles here and there. So congratulations on making that top eight. How much of a big moment was it for you guys when you actually qualified in 4 rounds this weekend?
Yeah, it was a huge surprise to be honest. Like even just qualifying for the top eight was a huge surprise for us because I think we were like the 16th seed going into the major, so it was a huge surprise for us, especially to go like 3-1 as well. We did not expect that because I think every time before we've in the Swiss like format we've gone 3-2.
Yeah.
So to go 3-1, especially beating the teams that we did, was a huge surprise to us. I think we genuinely just had a huge pop off day, and yeah, I'm really glad that we made it to be honest to really show that we can really play at the highest level.
Well, in terms of the teams you versed as well, just for context, it was Guild, Endpoint, and Giants that you beat. And of course, you're a busy man, so you get lots of phone calls, you got alarms, meetings, left, right, center. Probably, yeah. I'm assuming org meetings. But in terms of those teams that you beat, is that a lot of confidence going into this one? Going into that top eight?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we beat a lot of top teams. We lost to BDS. That was pretty obvious, though. But we kept those games close, which we were honestly happy with. We might have got 3-0'd by BDS, but we kept those games really close and competitive. So we weren't sad about that loss. I mean, we played against Guild. We beat Guild, Endpoint, and Giants. Especially, we were especially happy with the Giants series because I don't think we've ever beat Giants before ever. They would just go and beat them to qualify for the top eight.
And you had a lot of success, of course, in the early parts of the grid. Would you now say that you're kind of feeling the same way now in terms of nerves and pressure in RLCS as you were back then? Has that been potentially what's blocking you before that?
I don't think pressure or nerves have ever been a problem, to be honest. I think it's all the same. I mean, I've been playing this game professionally for years now. I don't think it's got any worse. I mean, there's always going to be pressure on you. You can't really completely eliminate that factor, but yeah, I mean, it's always going to be with you, but you just got to persevere through it and get through the pressure. And if you really want to prove that you're the best, you gotta just play the best you can, no matter how much pressure is on you.
And how is it? I guess how do you feel playing with these two teammates, with Calyx and Tadpole, and having been, I guess, teaming for quite a while now, or more so with Tadpole, and the recent addition of Calyx and the coach Chaos too.
Yeah, I mean, me and Tad have been teaming for 9 months now, ever since I was off FCB. So I've got to know Tad quite well, and I'm really happy to have Tad as a teammate. To be honest, he's probably one of the best teammates I've ever had because he really understands me as a person and in game, which really helps me. And we really get on personality-wise too. It's great, and of course, Calyx is a great teammate as well. He's really good. Honestly, before I started teaming with Calyx, I didn't think he was that good. But when me and Calyx started teaming, he was I really just saw that how good he was because he's just amazing. And also his personality, he's a really funny guy. So
what makes him so good, and what makes him so funny? I mean, is he mechanical?
I don't know. I wouldn't say he's the most mechanical player. He literally tries a musty every game. And it actually sometimes works. So I'll give him that. He's not the most mechanical player, but I think he's quite unpredictable. He just has a few mechanics, but
that's always important. Obviously unpredictable as well. Chaos as you coach, it goes hand in hand, which is quite nice. Now you have Galaxy Racer as your first match. Is that probably the team that you most would have liked to play in this top 8?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we get Galaxy Racer probably more than anyone else because I'd say we've played Galaxy Racer quite a lot, not just in tournaments, but in scrims and field and stuff. And I'm quite close with the players as well, so I guess I would know how they play as well just from that.
But doesn't that make it so they know how you play? Isn't that a double-edged sword there?
Yeah, I mean maybe, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I do know the last couple of times you played them, it went really close, but I think the last time you played them was in the grid, week 6 or something like that. Oh no, well you played them in the field, and they took the victory there as well.
Yeah, probably.
So I guess history's against you, but I guess confidence is with you, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, we might have lost to them in the grid and the field and stuff, but I think all that matters is this upcoming playoffs, and that's what we're really going to be focusing on.
Yeah,
100%. We're going to be putting 110% into this top 8 because we want to go as far as possible, and hopefully we really want to, quote unquote, lift that trophy.
Is
even if the odds are stacked against us.
Yeah. Is that the major points as well that make this so important? Like, are you putting a lot of your pressure on yourself to perform, or are you still happy at least with top 8?
No, I would never be happy with top 8. I would always want to get first, no matter what. No matter what.
Well, in terms of getting first, obviously you've got, the likes of BDS on your side of the bracket, which is obviously a team that you lost 3-0 in group stage. But would you prefer to be on the same side of the bracket as BDS or Vitality?
Vitality, 100%. I feel like BDS are just popping off right now. I feel like Vitality are going through like a little bit of a phase right now. I don't think they've been like performing to the best that they have in the past, especially because we beat them in the field quite recently. And you just look at their other results; they haven't been like on par with BDS as of late.
Yeah. So I guess you're still, as you said, coming in around that 16th seed. To make it to Worlds, you have to be top 6. So are you expecting now that you might be able to find a bit more consistency, making it into the top 8 to make that a reality?
I mean, it's possible, we just need to perform. I mean, yeah, consistency. I mean, I feel like the longer we go as a team, the better we're going to get. So hopefully, because we've been quite inconsistent in the past, and I feel like the longer we go, the better we do. It's just going to get better from here, to be honest.
Well, do you think that somewhat relies on you? I know, like, even in the past, you what under FCB got the MVP of the season, and you had a huge impact. It doesn't feel like you're the same player as back then, but do you still feel a lot of weight on your shoulders to perform?
Yeah, of course, always do. Yeah, back in FCB, I was more of like a star player kind of role, but I feel like my role has very like changed quite a lot in this team. I'm not really like a star player. I'm more of like I'm like that I'm just the person that connects the dots really from the defense to the offense.
And is there, is Calyx being that star player? Is Tadpole being a star player? Is it just much more even all around?
Yeah, I said a lot more even all round. I don't think anyone's a star player. I think we play definitely more as a team. I feel like everyone can do everything in this team. There's no like defined roles. It's just we help each other out in every aspect of the game. I feel like that's what makes us like so good.
Okay, well, looping back to Galaxy Racer, just because it's your first matchup. I did talk to them as well earlier on, and they said that they don't really have a defined play style. But how do you feel that they play, or maybe even what their weakness is going into this match?
Galaxy Race are like a very ball chasey team, but they're also like very mechanical, so they're very quite hard to deal with as well. Like Ixo is very good mechanically, Metane's a ball chaser, Arju's very good as well. Like all of them individually are very good players. They're really hard to play in ranked, and like just them three like together is even harder beast to deal with.
Yeah, well, a lot of people call BDS and Giants very similar in terms of how aggressive they are, how ball chasey are. Would you put them in the same bucket?
In terms of skill, no, but in terms of ball chase, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess. I always like to leave it off with a bit of a prediction. Do you think you're going to take it all today on this weekend? What are your kind of expectations after all that?
My expectation, if we're going to be like honest, realistic, I don't think that we will be first, but I do think it's possible. I mean, anything's possible in my opinion. You got to be confident and everything. But if my honest prediction, who's actually going to win it would be BDS, to be honest.